McKinney versus Dallas. You've probably heard about both of those cities by now, but have you actually been told how different the cost of living feels once you live there? This is not a simple comparison. Both cities have real advantages and real trade-offs, and the right answer depends entirely on where you are in life and what you are actually optimizing for. In 2026, the gap between these two cities is more nuanced than most people realize. In this video, I'm breaking down the real cost between living in McKinney versus Dallas in 2026. Housing, property taxes, transportation, utilities, lifestyle costs, and the trade-offs that most people don't think about until they've already moved. And stick around to the end because I'm going to tell you who each city actually makes financial sense for in 2026. And it's not what most people would assume. I've had two past clients in the last 2 years who've been relocating from out of state for work. Similar income, similar family size, similar priorities on paper, and both have asked me the same question. Should we look at Dallas proper or go further north to McKinney? One of them went to McKinney, one of them went to Dallas. And when I caught up with both of them 6 months later, they said almost the exact same thing. I'm glad I went where I went, but I wish someone had laid out the real numbers before I started looking. Because both cities work, but they work for different people and different situations. And the mistake most people make in comparing the sticker price on a house without accounting for everything that comes with it. So let's actually do this comparison the right way. I'm Brittany Stewart with the Lux Realty Group, and I help buyers across the DFW Metroplex understand the full financial picture of where they are buying, not just the listing price. On this channel, I'll give you the real numbers so that you can make a decision that actually fits your life. Let's start with housing because that is where the comparison gets interesting immediately. McKinney's median sales price sits at around $400 to $510, depending on the neighborhood. Newer master plan communities tend to sit on the higher end, while older, more established ones near downtown McKinney come in lower. Rental inventory in McKinney leans more towards single-family homes and townhomes, with a median gross rental around $1,740 a month. Dallas tells a whole different story. The median home value in Dallas is lower overall, coming in around $270,000 to $414, depending on the neighborhood and of course the source. Average rent for a one-bedroom is around $1,460 per month, while a two-bedroom is just over $2,000. Uptown and downtown Dallas push significantly higher than those averages, while areas like Oak Cliff, East Dallas, and parts of South Dallas can come in meaningfully lower. Here's the honest comparison. You can usually get more square footage in a newer construction home in McKinney for a similar price point compared to an established Dallas neighborhood. But Dallas has a much wider range at the lower end. This means first-time homebuyers and people on tighter budgets often have more affordability entry points in Dallas that simply don't exist in McKinney. Now, let's talk about the number buyers underestimate the most. Property taxes. Both cities are in Texas, which means there's no state income taxes, but there's significant property taxes. In McKinney, Collin County's combined effective rate typically lands between 1.8 and 2.2% of the assessed value. So on a $450,000 house, that means that you're going to be spending about $8,000 to $9,900 per year on property taxes. Dallas sits in Dallas County, where rates are structured similarly, but the median home values are a lot lower overall. So the actual dollar amount that most buyers are paying each year can end up lower than in McKinney, even if the rates themselves look comparable. A lot of buyers moving from states with income taxes focus that there's no income tax. They like that headline without running the actual property tax math on a home that they want. That is the number that matters. And here's what most people really don't think about until they actually move: transportation. This is where McKinney and Dallas differ the most. McKinney is a car-dependent city. If you have two adults commuting to different parts of DFW, you are most certainly looking at two vehicles, two insurance payments, fuel, maintenance, and of course, toll cost. The cumulative monthly transportation costs can easily run you $800 to $1,200 or more per month for a dual commute household. Dallas does have the DART, the city rail system, and of course, buses. It's not perfect, and many parts of Dallas do still require a car, but households near the rail corridor can reduce transportation costs in a way that McKinney simply cannot offer yet. A monthly DART pass is about $126. Transportation costs in McKinney, it's not a deal breaker, but they absolutely need to be part of your budget conversation. Utilities are another area where buyers miscalculate. Both cities run hot in the summer, which drives electricity bills up. McKinney's electric rate sits around 15.41 cents per kilowatt hour. Dallas comes in very similarly, around 15 to 16 cents per kilowatt hour as well. The bigger issue is that McKinney is usually larger square footage. Homes are larger, which means that's more space to cool. Summer utility bills in a larger McKinney home can run you somewhere from $300 to $500 per month during peak heat. Smaller Dallas apartments often come in lower simply because there's less square footage involved. Now, let's talk about lifestyle, because this part is personal. Groceries, dining, everyday services are broadly comparable between the two cities. Dallas, of course, offers more density in restaurants, entertainment, nightlife, and walkability options. But McKinney's downtown square is genuinely charming and has grown a lot in recent years. But the range of options, of course, is narrower. Some people will gladly pay more for the slower suburban pace and space McKinney offers. Others would rather have Dallas amenities closer to them every day. So, what makes each city actually make financial sense in 2026? McKinney makes the most sense for households with kids. Buyers prioritizing school quality, families planning to stay at least 5 to 7 years, and households with enough income flexibility to comfortably absorb transportation and property tax costs. The appreciation case in McKinney is still strong, and for many people, the quality of life is hard to beat in this range. Dallas makes more sense for buyers earlier in their career, people working downtown, or near those transit corridors. Maybe buyers that want more flexibility, or people needing a lower entry price point to make the monthly numbers work. Dallas makes more sense for singles or people not focused on the school district. And this is really the takeaway. The comparison is not McKinney good, Dallas bad, or Dallas good, McKinney bad. It's about which cost structure fits your actual life. And the people who do this analysis before they buy are usually the ones who do not end up financially stretched for 2 years. So I want to hear from you. Are you in Dallas or are you in McKinney? Or are you trying to decide between the two? What factors are weighing on you most? Drop it in the comments.